Hi, first graders. It is time to read some Magic Tree House. Now, if you remember, Jack and Annie are in the Wild West in a ghost town. And they heard somebody coming, so they were hiding in these barrels. And there were all of these cowboys on these horses. And they saw this one horse that they thought was really beautiful. And they heard the cowboys talking about her baby. And so then when Jack and Annie came out of hiding, they saw that her baby was coming. And that's where we left them. So we're going to continue our story. "It's the colt, that means the baby horse," said Annie. "He's looking for his mother." She ran towards the wild-eyed little horse. "Wait," called Jack. "Oh, brother." He pulled the book out of his backpack. He found the chapter titled Horses of the Wild West and started to read. At the end of the 1800s, over 1 million wild horses, called mustangs, wandered the West. These tough, fast horses were descendants of runaway Spanish horses. Mustang herders captured them and sold them to ranchers. Breaking a wild mustang took great skill. Jack turned the page. There was a picture of a herd of horses. 2 of them even looked like the beautiful mare and her colt. "Hey, Annie," Jack called. "You should see this picture." Annie didn't answer. Jack looked up. Annie was trying to get close to the young mustang, but he kept darting away from her. "Watch it! He's wild," said Jack. Annie was speaking softly to the horse. She slowly reached out and grabbed the end of the rope. Still talking to him, she led him to a broad wooden post. "Stop! Don't do anything," said Jack. He flipped the pages of his book. He found a section called How to Treat a Horse. The basic rules on how to treat a horse are simple: a soft hand, a firm voice, a sunny attitude, praise, and reward. "I've got the rules," shouted Jack. "Don't do anything before I write them down." Jack pulled out his notebook and pencil, and he wrote, "Soft hand, firm voice, sunny attitude, praise, reward." "Okay, listen." Jack looked up. But Annie was already sitting on the horse's back. Jack froze. He held his breath. The mustang whined and pawed the ground. He snorted and tossed his head. Annie kept patting his neck and talking softly. Finally, the young horse grew still. Annie smiled at Jack. "I named him Sunset," she said. Jack let go of his breath. "Let's go," said Annie. "We have to take him to his mom." "Are you nuts?" said Jack. "We have to solve our riddle. It'll be dark soon, and those guys were real bad guys. I could tell." "We don't have any choice," said Annie. "Oh, brother," said Jack. He knew she wouldn't change her mind. "Let's see what the book says." He read more about mustangs. Wild mustangs live together in families. The bond between a mare and her young is very strong. His sounds of distress or hunger will always bring her to him. A mustang cannot bear to wander alone. Jack groaned. He looked at Sunset. The young mustang did have a sad look in his eyes. "Okay, we'll make a plan. But first I have to get out of these boots." Jack grabbed one of his boots and tried to pull hard. "Hurry," said Annie. "I can't even think in these things," said Jack. He huffed and he puffed and he pulled, and then a deep voice stopped him. "Hands up or I'll shoot!" Jack let go of his boot. He raised his hands in the air, and so did Annie. A cowboy rode out of an alley. His face was bony and tanned. He was riding a gray horse. "I reckon you're the smallest horse thieves I've ever come across," he said. The next chapter is called Slim. I wonder if Slim is somebody's name. Okay, first grade, that's where we're going to stop. Today is Friday, so we will not be reading any Magic Tree House tomorrow because it's the weekend. But when we come back on Monday, we'll finish reading some more of our story. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.